Hello. First, I do not own the rights to this music. I am about ready to cut it off, but it's beautiful. Try to. I do have a few of my own on my channel, um, but I like to listen to music that is more calming, and I do listen to some bluegrass with my husband, and I love 80s rock and old time music. I am a favorite of just music in general, but um, for where I am in my journey, I enjoy the calming music um, that cleanses my mind and my heart of all things. Um, I was sitting in my chair, Snapchatting with my grandbaby and her mama, and I feel my angels, and I feel God and Jesus Christ around me, and they're like tickles or raindrops, um, and it's very comforting and soothing. It's before, when it first began, I really didn't understand what it was, and I found it just concerning, I guess, because I didn't understand what it was. So, but now I know that every time I get that tickle sensation, whatever it is, I know they're giving me the confirmation of love. They're the calling card that I am within the frequency of love, that I am in the path that God wants me to be in, that I am speaking and doing the things that I need to be doing. It's their approval, and it's my reward. And I was about to cry because, I wish that everybody could have that experience, or this experience like I am having. And, again, I am not showboating. I am not making myself seem as if I am better than anybody. It's just I've accepted it. I have chosen to step into this. I have chosen to take the road less traveled. And it just reminds me of how the disciples in the Bible, they chose to follow Jesus Christ. They knew that the road was going to be treacherous. They knew that it was going to be filled with hardships and tons of, people lashing out and wanting to kill them for being the beautiful people that they were being. And I knew that when I stepped into this, which is the reason why I kind of feared it in the beginning. It was never about my experience being, frightening, because this, for the first time in my entire life, has been the only thing that has made me feel complete and beautiful, and giving me peace and calmness in my heart, therefore in my life. And I just wish I could just hand it over to you guys and give you this type of beautiful living. Because this is what God wants for us. He wants us to be happy, and He wants us to share the gifts that He gives to us. He wants us to be the light within the world. He wants us to be His disciples. He wants us to be the prophets of the nations. And it's just beautiful. And I am just humbled. I am thankful. I am grateful that God never gave up on me, that He saw something within me that I failed to see in myself. That's what it is. We fail to see our own worthiness. Therefore, we're never given God's kingdom, God's miracles and blessings here in this lifetime. And He promises to give us that. But it's just surrendering. It's saying yes. It's saying, I am ready. I am ready to be reborn. I am ready to walk that difficult walk that promises great glory. I am ready to follow, to lead, to fill the shoes that I never thought I was able to fill. And if this is what you want, then you have to let go of everything that you are thinking is your life. You have to let go of everything, of your past, your mistakes, your limitations, your fears, everything that you have thought you understood, because it's been wrong. And if you have been struggling, if you are struggling, what you are doing is just wrong. And you need to admit it. If your heart hurts every single day, if you can't get out of bed, if you have anxieties, if you're depressed, if you can't make things work, you're doing it wrong. I'm not going to lie and say that this life was easy. This past year was easy for me. It has, but it hasn't. It's been the mind, and it's been the pain in my heart that resurfaces, that wants to grab a hold of me and say, no, you can't do that. Remember this? You can't do that. Remember what that person said? No, you're incapable. That's the lie. That's the illusion that is preventing you from moving forward. It's preventing you from having your own light. And I read something today that is that God says He will give you your crown. He will give you your crown. And I mean it, really. When you really step into your light shines outside of your physical self. Your true spirit will begin to glow, and it shines through this physical body that we have, because we have the aura. We have our spirit body that resides inside of us. Our spirit body leaves anytime it wants. And you will have your crown of gold. And it will be noticed. People will look at you and say there's something different about you. There's a shine and a light upon your face and in your eyes. And people will say, well, I've known you all my life, yet today I don't know who you are. And I know people like that today. And I know that I've played a great part in that. And it makes me feel really good to know that that was part of my plan in the first place. That in order for me to be the light for other people, I had to create the light within. Your match isn't going to shine without you striking it. Your flashlight isn't going to turn on without you flipping that switch. You must ignite the flame within and then keep it burning. And it will grow and grow and grow and radiate into every person that you come in contact with. And it does get easier. It's like breathing. It's easy because when you choose this road and none other, it's easy. When you don't see temptation elsewhere, it's easy. When you let go of your past pain and the negativity in your mind, it becomes easy and beautiful, peaceful. And I want that so much for you guys. Well, take care. This is Christina. I am using my full name now. I'll explain more about that now. In another video. So yeah. This is Christina. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.